situation. Yep, that's exactly what they're going to do. Oh, man, this is a huge penalty. 25 yards and a penalty against Central Catholic when they were up 6-0 after about 4 plays from scrimmage. And we'll get down to Murph here in a second and see what he saw in that play. 25 yards and penalty. Let's run the play first. This is second and forever. Second and 25 to be exact. You can hear the play in the background. Quarterback draw right up the middle, going absolutely nowhere. The ball carrier was Matthew Brady. There's Brady in the lineup. Murph, they're going with a double quarterback, and the Indians catch a big break.
Yeah, what happened was, well, they got the hold. I didn't see the hold, but the Central Catholic runner started kind of waving at the defense, I guess. I saw him waving, and then Mark Jontry, the side judge here, threw the flag for taunting, I guess, and that really hurt him, moved him way back.
All right, so this will be third down and forever. Brady's dropping back to throw. Pressure's coming. Brady sacked on the play. The Indians get to him. Jackson Crawford, the senior. He's fired up. The Indian defense is fired up. And the Saints are going to have to punt. Boy, what a turn of events. .9:44, clock is running. This is a short formation. Yeah, there they go. I knew they had to be dropping back for punt formation. This is Carlock. Matthew Carlock's going to do the honors. The kick's a good one, turning end over end. Get out of the way, the Indian Orange, and they will let it bounce. And the Indians will have the football for the first time this year inside their own 40. DeLong and company on the attack. Well, Murph, if the Indians are going to be successful, it's going to be DeLong running the show, and you're going to have to get a heavy dose of number 4, and that's Riley Johnson.
Yeah, they need to be able to run the ball. Establish the run, it's pretty basic. They need to be able to run, because if they can't run, they're going to be forced to pass. And once you get into a single set where they know what you're going to be doing, then you're in trouble. They'll just tee off. So, yeah, establishing up front and getting that run game is going to be key.
All right. That's Eric Murphy providing insight as he will all game long. We got him doing double duty. We certainly appreciate him helping out. All right, there's the give right up the middle and going absolutely nowhere. Might have got back to the line of scrimmage. I believe that was Riley Johnson on the carry. Yep. They're going to give him a gain of absolutely nothing, so that'll be 2nd and 10. Again, you're watching Indian Sports on the Eye in Central Illinois, part of the Casson Media High School Sports Network. Appreciate Kent Casson and all that he has done, allowing us to bring this into your media, social media device or television or wherever you might be connected through. Again, I'm Tim Scott, Eric Murphy down there, Ben Meyer behind the scenes. A give inside once again, a little bit of running room as the Indians, I'll correct myself. They ended up giving Johnson a gain of 2 that first time. That was a 2nd and 8 run. He might have picked up another 2 yards, but 3rd and relatively long, you would think DeLong and company's got to go up top. A.J. DeLong, the junior. So he did not start the year. I want to say Pena might have started that quarterback slot last year, but he was in the lineup relatively quickly, and he was the quarterback and we're going to keep it on the ground. It might have nudged it up to the 45, and that's it. I think the Indians are going to have to. It's an interesting call. I know Coach Zach Gadberry, Murph, I know Coach Zach Gadberry really wants to establish that run. I doubt if they go for it. Nope, they're going to send in the punt. But it's interesting call on 3rd and relatively long.
Yeah, but at the same time, it looks like you got the wind behind you. So hopefully they're hoping they can be able to maybe pin them deep and with a good punt and let the defense hold them and then force another hopefully short kick.
Fair catch. Yep, fair catch right there, and the Indians take over, as you can see on your picture. And the Saints will have their second possession. That was Brady Sears who came up on that punt return.
It was probably a smart thing because if he lets it bounce, that could take a big hop and get in, maybe even inside the 10.
We got 7 minutes, 7:02 to be exact, in the first quarter. And once again, we appreciate Murph with the insight down there. You can hear the noise and all the chatter. That's neat. There's the first down run, and that's going to be about a pickup of 12. And the Saints had no problems in their first possession moving the football. It was the penalty that upended them. And right there, that was Sam Keller again, the number 2 on his back, who picked up that first down run, and they're got the ball out to their own 35. I think that's Poe in the quarterback slot this time. Boy, he is changing those quarterbacks up, he and Coach Brock there. Keller once again around the right side, sweep left, sweep right. This time the Indians stiffen a little, but not before Keller picks up 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. I believe Colin Cox, credited with the tackle right there for the Indian. So the Indians imposed their will defensively after the penalty. Let's see if they can come up with a stop here in 2nd down. Another running play. This time Brady's going to swing to the outside on the quarterback sweep, and he'll pick up a 6, and that'll be enough for another Saint first down. 5:51, Elijah Harkey with the tackle. Saints were 11-1 last year. They made it to the final 8 of 2A football, and their only loss came in the playoffs. That's how much they dominated this conference a year ago. But fake the reverse. Brady's going to run it right up the middle. Ball's out! Indians fall on it! Yes! So the Saints, their own worst enemy in this first quarter. First a major penalty, and now a turnover, and the Indians got the ball inside the Saint 47. Murph, just what the doctor ordered right there in that turnover.
Yeah, it was just, almost looked like he just lost the handle on the ball. And almost like nobody knew because it was just sitting out there on the ground, and then all of a sudden all these Indians come flying in at it, and I think it was number 8 that got the ball.
Well, that would be Cox, I do believe. We'll double check on that. In any event, Indians going to run it up the middle, and this time Riley Johnson gets some room. He picks up 7, maybe even 8, and the Indians are feeling good at the moment. Well, if that was number 8, we're going to double check. That certainly would be Colin Cox who recovered that, if indeed that's who came up with it. You're at home, you like to create some turnovers, that creates excitement, and certainly gets a very young football team. And the wind's picking up a little down there. With that cordless, we'll get back to Murph in a moment. That's an inside draw, inside work. 1st and 10 for Pontiac. That was, as you heard in the background, that was Gutierrez, Cesar Gutierrez. And he is inside the 35. They mark it right at the 32, 4:20 clock running. And this is the perfect way you want to go about and do business. You want to keep the ball away from the Saint offense. You want to ground this game and chew up clock. The best defense for the Indians is a good, solid running game. Up the middle of Noel once again. This time a different ball carrier. First carry of the night, Alcorn. Aiden Alcorn, and you know another one of those youngsters remember from last year. He is just a sophomore. Indians, despite those 5 or 6 seniors, very sophomore, junior oriented, and we got a lot of sophomores on that roster. A program that's growing and developing. Give right up the middle, Alcorn again with the change of pace. Knock it in another first down, 3:18 clock running. Here comes Riley Johnson back into the lineup. And so far, the Indians on this drive, which started at their own, or the St. 47, all on the ground. They've yet to throw the ball. Alcorn is out. Hartkey is, or beg your pardon now, Riley Johnson is in. And this will be 3rd and 1, a short one. As you can see, tight formation. Out of the shotgun. Play clock's down to 3, 2. They get it off. Up the middle. Battling. I don't know if he got it. He might be short. Riley Johnson was on that carry. And the Saint defense, he didn't gain anything. Murph, you're right down there at the 21. They need a yard, don't they?
They need a good yard. It's almost like they were zeroed in on Riley on that one. They're working the middle. Interesting to say, they're working the middle.
You understand why Coach Gadberry's sticking to the run game. He wants to keep the Saints offense off the field. And this drive, they're moving it. Now they need a big play.
They definitely need a first down.
We're inside of 2 minutes. And now
Pontiac's calling timeout.
All right, we're going to do this. We will take a timeout as well. And once again, no score late in the first quarter. Indian Sports and Ion Central Illinois, part of the Casson Media High School Sports Network.
Understands the farming community, and they've been helping area farmers understand. State Bank of Graymont understands the farming community, and they've been helping area farmers prosper since 1913. All the loan officers have been involved in the ag lending industry for many years, all with farm backgrounds. Stop by and visit with Scott Bachneck, Blair Barton, Paul Russo, Denny Stevens, Ashley Ralph, and now Evan Rich in Sonneman, and Nathan Winger in Pontiac. State Bank of Graymont offers operating lines of credits and loans for machinery, buildings and equipment, farm service agency loan programs, and farm real estate. Enjoy the bank's free regular checking, unlimited check writing, no monthly service charge, free internet banking, and the account access 24 service. See State Bank of Graymont at Graymont, Chenoa, Pontiac, and Sonneman, or visit the website sbofgray.com. Member FDIC.
All right. We're set to go, as you can see. 4th and 1. Once again, formation tight, shotgun, up the middle, first down. That's Alcorn, I do believe. Found a little bit of seam over that left side. Aiden Alcorn. And Murph, it's been the Alcorn show in this particular drive.
Yeah, it has. He's got some big runs, including that one for a first down. I'm watching that and listening to you, and it kind of reminded me of something I saw this week, an old video of Gale Sayers, where he says he needs just 18 inches of daylight. And that's about all that Alcorn got on that one.
No doubt about it. Appreciate Murph, and we're putting him to the test here tonight, doing double dipping. Up the middle, I think DeLong kept the ball, sure did. Faked it up the middle to Riley Johnson, but the Saints were not fooled. They'll give him a gain of 1. This ball's marked at the 19, and we're underneath 1 minute to go. Clock is running. Both teams have had the football twice in this first quarter. We're scoreless. Quite the different show from a year ago when the Saints scored early and often, and I mean early and often, battled a 2-hour lightning delay in that second half. Ben and I didn't get home till about 1 in the morning, and the Saints had put a shellacking to the Indians. I think that's going to be, they were trying to get that play off, and they kind of shot themselves in the foot right there. That's going to be a 5-yard mark-off. Not everybody was set. So a team that really needs to keep the sticks moving, and a team really needs to be in third and short situation, like most high school teams, versus third and long. Indians got a 2nd and 14. Let's see if they go up top. Now, the official talking about this. 27 seconds left in the quarter. Murph, do you know what they're talking about down there? They're talking about too many in the huddle?
I'm not sure. It looked like the clock was at 0, so I thought it was a delayed game.
All right.
I haven't seen a signal by the referee.
I don't think we're going to see one.
No, the umpire just set the ball. He's talking to linebacker.
All right. Well, we are going to assume that this was the delay of game. All right, 2nd and 14. Let's see if they go up top. Dropping back, quick hitter, open, and overthrew him. And great coverage out there as well. The intended receiver, Brody Carr, had to try to lob it over, providing that defensive coverage, Isaiah Whitaker, and Whitaker is a solid defender. Bigger than Carr, and that was well defended. At the only spot where DeLong could throw it, he threw it, but just didn't connect. 3rd and 14. All right. This is going to be inside reverse. Carr's loose on the corner and gets hogged. He really got bell rung, but no penalty. A legal tackle up high. Almost ripped his helmet off. Got back to the original line of scrimmage. And the clock's going to run out, and we're going to take a break at the end of 1 before we come back for this 4th and 10 call. Once again, no score. At the end of 1, the Indians on the move. They need a big play. This is the Eye of Central Illinois, part of the Casamigos High School Sports Network. Back after these.
Pontiac Indian fans, get filled up at Eddinger's Filling Station, 423 West Madison Street in Pontiac. It's a casual dining restaurant with daily specials for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Enjoy everything from fried chicken and burgers to home-style favorites like pasta, hot beef, mac and cheese, Reubens, and more. Be on the lookout for their new dinner specials. Visit Eddinger's Filling Station on Facebook to stay updated, or call 815-419-2255. Go Pontiac from everyone at Eddinger's Filling Station on Madison Street.
Want a new or pre-owned RV? Call Pontiac RV, Illinois' largest RV dealer, with over 40 brands of travel trailers, fifth wheels, and motorhomes, and over 200 RVs in stock. Stop or shop online at PontiacRV.com.
Pontiac RV.
Do you hate dealing with vision insurance? This is Dr. Brian Stoller at Pontiac Family Eye Care. We understand the headaches and limitations of vision insurance. That's why we've launched our new membership plans. These plans provide routine exams with no copays, along with simple preferred savings on eyewear. Whether you currently have vision insurance or not, visit our website at visionsource-pontiac.com to learn more and to enroll. Pontiac Family Eye Care, the people you need to see.
Well, as you just saw, as we came back from break a little bit late, good news for Indian fans. DeLong connected with Gutierrez on a swing pass on the left side rumbling down that sideline, got inside the 10. First and goal. Let's see if the Indians can get in. This is a sweeper on the left side, and that's Carr. He got wrestled out of bounds around the 8. Brody Carr, number 9 there on the sweep. Pontiac led very few times last year in a 2-7 campaign. Obviously, their 2 wins they did, but those 7 losses, they were not tight ball games at all. But tonight, certainly trying to change the tide here. Second and goal. The snap up the middle. And the Saint defense, no surprise, stiffens. And that carry by the Indian, that man who's had Aiden Alcorn, who's had a lot of those carries in this drive. And that'll set up third and goal from the 5. Just the start of the second quarter, if you just joined us. Ben Meyer providing the pictures and the sound. And we're getting help down there. We'll get to Eric Murphy in a moment. He's helping us out as he's doing his thing for the Daily Leader and providing some insight down on the field. I'm Tim Scott. The pitch, Gutierrez turning the corner. Can't get in. Might have got down to the 3, maybe the 2. Let's see on the spot. And the Indians will be faced with 4th down again. They converted the last 4th down. A 4th and 10 that they turned into the 1st and goal. Now they got to convert again into 6 points or the Saints are going to get the ball back. Inside of 10 minutes, second quarter. You run the football, the clock runs. Up the middle, touchdown! Indians get in! Indians get in! I want to say that's Alcorn. We'll get a confirmation on that. We'll get a confirmation on that. Murph, was that Alcorn? Tough for me to see.
Are you there, Tim?
Yep, are you there, sir?
Yeah, that was Alcorn.
All right.
Straight dive. Got it in there.
So the Indians on back-to-back situations on 4th down convert, and they take the lead at 9:41, 6-0. Big extra point here as they always are. The snap is clean. The kick is up. Looks good. Is good. So Zach Legner provides the 7th point with his foot. And Pontiac up 7-0. We'll take a timeout. And with the Indians up 7-0, Pontiac Sports on the Ion Central Noise, part of Casson Media High School Sports Network.